म्यूट में है माता जी, सो अनम्यूट करिए।
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, everybody.
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna.
माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण
Hare
माता जी।
Krishna. How are you all? How was your day?
Good.
Good ma'am.
Good. I was so happy when the Balaji Leela happened. When you all wanted to give the task's answer, I could see all of your blushing faces, beautiful faces. But see, now all of us are sitting offing our videos. I'm only able to see my own face, girls. So all of you can try, owning your video so that I'll be, it'll be very nice to see all of your faces and take the class. We will start off with our prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namayom Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे Let us all once unmute all of us and chant one time of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So all of you can unmute once. We will all chant together. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much. So today we are starting with full energy. So we will see the recap of yesterday's chapter. We saw two chapters yesterday. So what all we learned from the two chapters? First, from 13th chapter, what did we learn, girls? All of you can still show your faces. I will be able to see. So from 13th chapter, what did we learn?
What is body, soul, and super soul?
Yes, body, soul, and super soul. Very nice. Still,
The path to liberation.
path to liberation. And Arjuna asked 6 questions, isn't it? What were the 6 questions that Arjuna asked that we all discussed? Prakriti,
प्रकृति पुरुष
Prakriti, Purusha,
क्षेत्र
Kshetra, Kshetragni,
चित्रज्ञ
Jnana, Jnani.
so nice. You all remember all 6. So Arjuna asked all the 6 questions to Krishna, isn't it? So what was the answer for all the 6 questions? We learned the difference between soul, super soul, isn't it? After learning the difference between soul and super soul, what was the answer given about the soul and the super soul, girls? What was it? It wasn't about the wisdom, isn't it? How can we attain spiritual wisdom? Who is real God? Didn't we learn all this? And we also learned how can we reach the Lord? Can we reach the Lord directly? How? What is the real wisdom? How can we reach the real wisdom? We learned about 3 main things. What was that? Uninterrupted bhakti, isn't it? First thing.
अन्य
Second
योगेन
thing. Yeah. First about uninterrupted bhakti. After uninterrupted bhakti, what was the second thing? A bona fide spiritual master. And what was the last thing that we learned about? Humility, non-violence, and
Self-control.
control.
control. Yes, we learned about these 3 things. How this humility, self-control, and non-violence can take us closer to Krishna. So these were the main things that we learned in chapter 13, isn't it? And above everything, which was the main thing, the difference between the soul and the super soul, where we were always thinking soul and the super soul is the same, but we learned the main answer of it. And later in 14th chapter, what did we learn, girls? We learned
Three
about
gunas.
3 gunas. Okay, what were those 3 gunas that we learned about?
Sattva, Rajo, Tamas.
Sattva, Rajo,
Rajoguna, Tamoguna.
We learned about Sattva, Rajo, and Tamoguna. Yes. So what is
Tamoguna.
Sattva Guna that we learned about? The Mode of
Mode of
goodness.
goodness.
What was
Goodness.
Rajoguna?
Mode of passion.
Passion.
Of
More
passion,
of
isn't it?
passion.
So Sattva Guna people are always finding peace, happiness. But are they finding the real peace and are they finding the real happiness? No.
No,
And we
No,
came to
Mataji.
Rajoguna. In Rajoguna, what did we learn there? Passion. That means they're always behind, running with this clock for luxury. Yes, isn't it? And third, we learned about the
Tamoguna.
Tamoguna. What
Tamoguna.
is
Mode of
Tamoguna?
ignorance.
Mode of ignorance,
Laziness.
who are lazy, who are
Ignorance.
going towards so much greedy, they are lusty, they are greedy people who are tamoguna. And finally, what conclusion we came through in that chapter is that we had these three gunas, isn't it? We are sattva sometimes, we are rajo sometimes, we are tamo sometimes, isn't it? Now, girls, in the whole day, early morning I might be in sattva guna. In the afternoon, I am, behind the office now, and I'm in the mood of passion. I have to do this work, that work, I have to complete it quick, isn't it? To the time I come in the evening back, I become tamoguna. Anybody asks me something, I'll become so furious, right? I'll become so angry, isn't it? I will tell, please don't disturb me. I've already had a hectic day, isn't it? So in a single person, we are able to see three gunas also, isn't it? How can we overcome these three gunas that we learned yesterday? By our behavior.
Chanting.
Yes, by chanting, but also concentrating on our behavior, isn't it? Understanding where are we standing, understanding that we shouldn't have this tamoguna mainly, that is having lusty and greedy feelings, and not being lazy for everything, and rajogun. And we learned yesterday, someone of us asked the question that, Mataji, we have to earn, we have to run around this clock if we have to survive in this Kali Yuga. Yes, to survive in this Kali Yuga, we have to run behind this clock, we have to earn. But we also learned how that earning we can offer it in the service of Krishna and make that earning a karma free earning, isn't it? We learned. And now coming to Sattva Guna. So Sattva Guna is also sometimes dangerous because we are in the mode of goodness and we are forgetting the right mode of service because we are always in the mode of goodness. So what did we learn above this three? What is the other one that we learned about? Above
Shuddha
this
Sattva.
three.
Sattva guna.
Shuddha Sattva Guna. So what is Shuddha Sattva Guna, girls?
so guna.
Guna? Manava Seva, Madhava Seva. How many of us have heard the slogan called Manava Seva is Madhava Seva? Most of us, right? We all are Telugu people and we would have heard, most of us are
Yes,
Telugu people here. So here, what is Manava Seva, Madhava Seva? Do not have any anger on any human, girls. We shouldn't have this guna, that is the tamo guna, that is giving out our anger. Yes, we might be upset with some people, but never have that anger gun to any other devotee or any other species, because if we remember, every entity in this world is a part and parcel of the Lord, and we should not carry the mood of anger and ignorance to other creature, other living entity. So manava seva, madhava seva, what? You serve the devotees. If we serve the humanity without our, this gunas, that is the Shuddha Sattva Guna. So you do everything. You do your service to the family. You take care of your family. You take care of your office. You take care of your life. What should we do? Keep the Lord in between our life. Isn't it the same? Manava Seva, Madhava Seva. Any service that you are doing to your family, to yourself, to anything, what you have to keep in between, girls? Madhava, the Lord. So that becomes Shuddha Sattva, that is the highest mood. Okay, so these are the things we learned in 13th and 14th chapter. And today we are going to learn about many things, girls. Actually, today the whole chapter is going to talk about Purushottama Yoga. So we learned about Ashtanga Yoga, Mataji. We learned about Navavida Bhakti. And now we are talking about Purushottama Yoga. What is Purushottama Yoga? Purushottama Yoga is completely talk about the Lord, girls. Okay. So this chapter is going to be very, very interesting if we understand it in the right mood. Okay, let us all pray to Shri Radha Madan Mohan to give us the right mood, energy to hear to this chapter and understand this chapter. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah. So today, what are we going to see? As every chapter we see four, that is home or hotel. What is home or hotel? Spiritual world, maintainer, and the essence. Today's chapter is also one among the important chapters because it is talking about the Purushottama Yoga. It is talking about the yoga of the supreme personality of Godhead. That is why it is told today's chapter is the one of the most important chapter. Okay, one of the most important chapter. So now we will see here hotel or home. So how many of you are able to make the difference of it, girls? What is this and what is this? What are you able to make the difference here?
Nature.
Nature.
Nature, it is luxurious.
Okay. Okay, you all. I have a question for all of you. Which would be your favorite destination spot to go on, like to a travel or a place that you all love to go?
Vrindavan
Nature.
Mataji.
Vrindavan.
Kedarnath,
Oh,
Vrindavan.
my
Vrindavan.
girls are so sweet. Yeah, all of you want to go to
Vrindavan.
Vrindavan. Okay, then I will not ask you this question. Let us get into the discussion of what Krishna is trying to tell by dividing it to this two. Okay, so now towards the right side of the image, if we see there is a luxurious bed and everything. So of course we cannot expect our home to be so beautiful. Okay, we will expect this as a hotel room. Okay, girls, and towards the right side it is our home. Okay, now I live very luxuriously, very comfortably at my home, isn't it? I have whatever I want to eat. There is a very big chef in the house, our mother, which she prepares everything. Amma, I want some sweet. She'll be like, what sweet you want? And sometimes she's like, Inta dinta sweet, stop eating sweet. She will scold us at the same time, she will feed us, isn't it? We have that comfort at our home. And then at home, what else we can find? We can find a peaceful sleep, isn't it? Your bed, your, that bed sheet that you have. For some people, if that is not there, we don't get sleep, isn't it? Some of them are there in this category. If that own bed sheet that every day they put on, if they, have that only, they will get sleep. I come into such category, girls. So now at home, we have all the comforts, isn't it? Now you tell me there is a hotel here and I, the very, very favorite spot, I go to Paris. Just an example, I go to Paris now, and I'm there in Paris. There is the hotel in Paris. Okay, as soon as I enter inside the hotel of the Paris, I see I am going to stay there only for 10 days, girls. Okay, in that 10 days, I am going to, I see there is a lamp, which is when I'm sleeping on the bed, there will be lamp falling on my, like, I have to change this. I want to put a table here. I want my own kitchen because I don't eat organic garlic. I want my own kitchen here, and then I want my family photo on this wall, and then I want to change the carpet. I want to change everything. Is that possible, girls?
No,
In a
Mataji.
luxurious
No.
hotel, will they allow me to do all those? My mom will come, she'll be like, our home is much more beautiful and comfortable than this room. See this bed, this like this so soft, I need some hard bed, isn't it? We have 101 things when we get into that room. Can we make this place a permanent place for us in the 10 days?
No.
No, Mataji.
Can we? No, isn't it? Can I just go and make that place 10 days a permanent place for me? Why shouldn't I decorate, girls? Why all of you are telling no? Why shouldn't I decorate that room? I'm going to stay for 10 days. Why shouldn't I decorate that room?
It's
That
not
Because
yours.
it's not permanent.
It is not permanent.
It's not permanent. It also sounds a little bit crazy, no? Maxi, you're going to stay for 10 days and why you want to invest so much on that room, isn't it? Because our invest and all comes from a lot of hard earning and earning behind, isn't it? So now this is that the Lord is trying to tell us this is temporary and this is our permanent house. And this material world that we are living in, so called Earth, so called India, so called Hyderabad, Telangana, we are living here in our houses and our addresses. This is temporary. You are trying to make it permanent by attaching different attraction on your walls. This is not the permanent place for us. We are trying to make it permanent for us. We are trying to, bring the attachment with the walls, decorate this wall, decorate that wall, as if that everything is permanent. Yes, you tell me, girls, now, you know, let's all pray that I was thinking of to pray for all of them that in Bangkok, in Thailand we have the earthquakes happening, and there are many devotees, giving up their life. There are many normal people giving up their life because of the earthquakes. So let's all once stand for Hare Krishna Mahamantra for each and every soul's protection there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah. So now, if you see, they all are permanent, girls. At the Bangkok earthquake is happening, the whole beautiful houses that are made by people, made by us, is it permanent, girls?
No,
Has it
no,
become permanent?
Mataji.
No. You might again have a question, Maji, why such destructions are happening? We all know the answer. The destructions happening because of us. Did we
Yes.
make this religion? Didn't we make this India is mine, Australia is theirs, America is theirs? We have made this religion, creed, caste, and regions. So when we have made, we are doing adharma. And also we are using this prakriti, that is this nature, in a wrong way. So the wrong way, when we use that nature in a wrong way, it will punish us, isn't it? So now, as we see, even those big, big buildings which are made by crores and crores, are they permanent with a small earthquake? No. The Lord is also telling the same. This world that we are living is an impermanent life. It is a temporary world. But what are we doing? We are trying to make this world more attractive as we are making our homes. We are thinking this world is more attractive than the world which is there, is Goloka Vrindavan. Now we all are travelers, girls. We are traveling from one, the soul is always traveling from one body to other body, one body to other body. When it is going to reach its destination, will it keep traveling to one body to another body? When will it reach its destination? When will it go back to home? That is Golok Vrindavan. When it will reach its permanent place, we will learn in the upcoming. So now we spend our home life accumulating this property, gold, loans, that, this, etc. But once we understand this world is temporary, it is not permanent, it is not that again. Mataji, because we are living here, yes, we have to earn. For what extent? We have to earn because we have to live. This is Kali Yuga. Nothing is for free, right? If I come and give you a little bit of rice, will you give me money? No, isn't it? Little bit of rice cannot fetch me money because we are in this Kali Yuga. Yes, we have to earn, but keeping Krishna in between our life, like how we have, learned in the past chapter. But we have to understand this is not our real home. This is temporary home. But what are we doing? We are always trying to make attractions in this temporary home and not thinking about the permanent home. And what is our permanent home, girls? I want to hear from all of you. What is our permanent home?
Goloka.
Goloka
Goloka Vrindavan.
Vrindavan, Vaikunta Dham, where the Lord is there, embracing and hugging each and every devotee. We saw Lord Ramachandra hugging Hanuman, isn't it? How beautiful that feeling is. The Lord will be embracing each and every devotee in Vaikunta and Goloka Vrindavan like that. Do we all want that embracement from Lord and never come back to this Kali Yuga or never come back to life? We will learn like how beautiful is the Lord even going to care for his devotees to take us back to the Goloka Vrindavan. Okay. Yeah. One of you can please read this. Yeah, Srila Hemaji, please read it.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has its roots upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas.
See, here the Lord is telling, now one who knows this tree is the knower of all the Vedas. So what does that mean, knower of all the Vedas? Who knows all the Vedas, he is the one who knows Swayam Bhagwan, isn't it? So now the Lord is telling here, who knows that imperishable banyan tree, who knows this banyan tree in this material world, the significance of this banyan tree, that means you are the knower of Vedas. Until today, we all have been taught, no, this banyan tree would be a normal tree, no, we would have been just passing saying it. But today, the Lord is telling, who knows the philosophy about this banyan tree, then this person knows, this person is going to be the knower of all the Vedas. And here, the Lord is telling it has its roots upward and its branches downward. Isn't it, girls? How is the banyan tree looking? The banyan tree's roots are, how are the roots
Upwards.
of banyan tree? Isn't it? It will be hanging like this upwards, isn't it? Towards the branches of the tree. And how was the roots of them? Roots are upward and the branches are downward. Why the branches are downward for this tree, girls? See, you're able to all see this, the root of up, and these are the branches. You're able to see this? If you see this banyan tree, you know it is just you have to twist this banyan tree, you will be able to see. Sorry. So you will be able to just, change it like this and see. How is it? The banyan tree, the branches are here and the roots are upward and the cause of it. Okay. So now the Lord telling who understand this banyan tree is understander of everything. So why the Lord is telling like this? So here, girls, just tell me an example. One day, one full day, can I flip my legs upward and put my head and make my head as my legs and walk for the full day? Or not even walk, can I even put my head upside down and stand for the whole single day, girls?
No.
No, Mataji.
Why?
Not possible, Mataji.
Why it's not possible?
possible.
Because it gives us a lot of uncomfort, isn't it? It will give us pain. It will give us, it is so unnatural. Who is going to walk on head? Yeah, the Lord has given us two legs. Will we go and walk on our head? Isn't it something, which is not unnatural, isn't it? Which is actually not natural. What is natural? We walking on our legs is natural. So here, this material world is also the same, girls. The Lord is talking about like how we are thinking, we can walk with our head. So this material world is also upside down, like how this banyan trees is. And the Lord is telling that this upside down, that the trees of the banyan trees are, the roots are above, that is connecting to the spiritual loka. If we see, the roots are above, which is taking us to Brahma loka. Above lokas are Brahma loka. Below lokas are Patala lokas, isn't it? Below lokas are Patala lokas. Below six lokas, above, six lokas, we are in between the earth. So above lokas that we are going is Brahma loka, and below is, it is showing, the roots are showing the material entanglement. So branches extended downwards, that is, which is extended downwards, it is showing the material entanglements that we have. And the, roots expanding upwards, that is showing the spiritual world, that we are connecting back to the Lord from Brahmaloka to the Vaikunta. So, how beautifully the Lord is telling. Here we will learn it in much more deeper way. Anybody who wants to read this? Yes, please read it out, Sirisha ma'am.
The reflection is not real, but it points to the existence of truth. The experience of the material world and its variations point to the existence of the real spiritual world.
So here in the above we saw the roots. If we see, those roots are told to be dukkhalaya mashashvatam, the material entanglements. Every time happiness, sadness, and we are revolving in that, isn't it? Happiness, sadness, old age, disease, death, birth. We are revolving in this, isn't it? But the above trees are told to be the bliss, that is liberation. And now if we see here, the Lord is talking about the tree here. So now, girls, you tell me, there is a tree, there is to the right side of the picture, if you see, there is a tree, there is water, that is a water, and there is a reflection of the tree. Now you all tell me, girls, and we are also able to see the sun. Now, which is permanent here? 24/7, which is not permanent? You all should tell me, talented girls. Which is permanent here? 24/7, which is not
Sun.
permanent here?
Sun.
Image is not permanent.
I'm talking about the real scenario. You have a
Tree.
tree there, you have a water
Tree is
reflection, you have a
permanent.
sun. Huh?
Tree is permanent.
Tree
is permanent.
Brilliant, yeah. Tree is permanent. The tree is permanent. Why? The sun rises in the morning, it goes back in the evening, isn't it? The reflection, is it going to be permanent? If the water is no more there, is the reflection going to be there? If the water is there, only it is permanent. If the water is not there, it is no more permanent there. The reflection will not be seen without the sunlight, isn't it? The same thing the Lord is talking about. This world that we are living is a reflection of the Vaikuntha. The world that we are living is the reflection of Vaikunta. But what is permanent here? Vaikunta or this world? Tree or that reflection of the tree, girls?
Tree.
Tree.
tree, isn't it? Now I tell that there are mangoes hanging for this tree. Okay, when the mangoes are hanging for this tree, I see the reflection of the mangoes in the water. Should I go to pick up the mangoes to pick up the real mangoes? Should I go jump into the water and pick up the real mangoes? Or if I go catch the branches of the tree, will I get the real mangoes?
Catch the branch of
The
tree.
Catch
branches.
the branch.
Isn't it? If I go fall in the water, what will I grab? Nothing. I will be completely drowned in water. But how can I grab the mangoes? If I go catch the branches of the tree, isn't it? So it is also the same. I cannot grab Lord Krishna by this material bondages. I can grab Krishna, I can grasp Krishna's essence by catching the branches of this world. And what are the branches that the Lord has given to us? The Vedas,
By
that is
chanting Hare
the
Krishna
Bhagavad
mantra.
Gita, the knowledge of scriptures the Lord has given. So if we see that this, how it is impossible to go catch the water in the reflection, it is so impossible our life. If we think this is the permanent happiness, it is so impossible for us to live happy here. I'll tell you an example, girls. Now there is a man, okay? That man looks very beautiful, and that man has got a very well, a white shirt, a nice pant. Now he's going to his office. Okay, he's going to his office, and on the way, what happens? He had a gold chain in his neck, and all of the sudden, the gold chain falls into the water. So now, as soon as this gold chain falls into the water, that is a completely trash water. That is a unclean water. Now this chain falls into the water. Now I'm sorry, the chain falls away. And now later he walks, he sees he's not able to notice his chain. Where is the chain? Where is the chain? He's searching for. So now he's able to see that there is a chain in that garbage water. Okay. So now what he does, slowly he puts his one stick to get that chain. He's able to put that stick, and he's able to take that chain with that stick. He's not able to pick it up. And now what he does, suddenly I will go home and wash my hands, I will put my hand. So what he does, he put his left hand to pick up the gold chain in the water. He's not able to still pick it up, still able to reach. Now he thinks, if I go back without this gold chain, I am going to lose a lot. It's okay for one day if I don't go to office. Let me first jump into this dirty water and get my gold chain. Now, what this person does, he jumps into the dirty water to take that gold chain. And everybody around are just stunned. Why is this person, this hygienic, this clean, he's got ready? Why is he jumping into the dirty water? Everybody are seeing him. And there is one sadhu passing by. He's searching and searching, girls. And now one sadhu is passing by. He's telling, you fool, what are you searching for? That sadhu tells. And this man is like, I lost my gold chain. Are you able to see? I am able to see my gold chain, but I am unable to pick it up. He's telling this. And the sadhu tells, you fool, you see that chain is not there. It is the reflection. Your chain is actually hanging on the branches of the tree. See how foolish he is, isn't it? Isn't he foolish, girls?
Yes.
He wasted a lot of time in a wrong place, isn't it? His clothes, his health, everything was just, he jumped into an unhealthy water, a trash of water. What happened? He wasted his time, he wasted his money, he wasted his effort, isn't it? He was in a wrong place. He would have just looked up. He would have seen that chain which was hanging to the branches of this tree. That is the same that we are describing here, girls, that the Lord is describing here. This material pleasures that we are seeking now is just the reflection of Golok Vrindavan. Just imagine, sometimes we are very, very happy. Just imagine today in this world, if we are so happy, then just imagine if it is Golok Vrindavan, how happy would we be in presence of Krishna? Here, which is Dukkha, only I am sometimes happy. Do you think we will not be happy in Golok Vrindavan, girls? We are struggling for happiness in a wrong place. Where is the real happiness? When will the true happiness come? That is when we reach the Lord. And how will we reach the Lord? How will we put that ladder to Lord? Like how a person who jumped into the water but is able to see the mangoes there. Now how we will be able to reach the mangoes there, girls? Will he still, jump in the water and he will reach the mangoes? Or he has to put a rope towards the tree to come out of that water first. He has to come out of that ocean of water, isn't it? To come out of that ocean of water, if he doesn't know swimming, what should he do? He has to put a rope to the tree and then pull and pull and pull and come and reach towards the tree and take the mangoes. Now, what is that rope that we have to put for Goloka Vrindavan? If I have put my rope to this tree to come out of that water and take the mango leaves, what is the rope that we have to put to reach Krishna? That is Goloka Vrindavan. That is to the permanent happiness. So, one of you can please read this. Hare Krishna, who wants to read this, girls?
How do we rescue ourselves from reflection? Know our real designation. Attachment to Lord Krishna, through which we can unattach ourselves from the material world. Let go of the desire to rule this world and understand the true nature of this world.
Yeah. So Krishna is telling, he's inviting that stop chasing the reflection, come to the real, seek eternal happiness. The Lord is telling this. But how? How is that possible? Now you tell me, girls, that today in this world, we all are there. Do you think everybody are happy with each other? Am I able to please everybody? Now I think that I am serving my parents very, very nicely. Every day I try to cook something new dish. I serve them. Do you think they're happy? They might be happy. Oh, my daughter is doing this. Kani, inka will they not find? Are inkoncham sweet esunte bounded. This would have been very, very tasty. Like this, isn't it? There is something that who doesn't tell a little better in this world. There is anybody who tells that. Now I go to office. I have to give 100% in the office, isn't it? I have to work as a worker. Now, what is the relationship with my boss? There is a relationship. Why am I serving him? Because he is giving me money. Why is he accepting that service? He is also serving me by giving money. Isn't it both of us are serving each other, girls? But are we
Yes.
happy? Is that worker happy? He still tells, you didn't do this deadline. You took 5 leaves, so I'm cutting 5 days of your salary, isn't it? When I come to my parents, we are not able to please. When we are coming to our boss, we are not able to please because nobody is happy, isn't it? We cannot make anybody happy in this world. Okay, leave that also my co-worker. Now I have my co-worker. I am talking to my co-worker about the salary. Is he happy with my salary because I have a high salary and he will be having a low salary? Will they be happy?
No.
Like there is a lot. Outside it will be like, oh, very nice, you're getting a good salary, isn't it? The boss pays me more and pays you less because he's very unhappy with his boss and he's unhappy with me also because I am getting highly paid. Okay, come to teachers. Are they satisfied with students, girls? No, isn't it? They're not at all satisfied. Why?
For better rank marks.
For better rank, for better marks. They will tell why you could do a little bit better. Why only 9 months you have to tell? So nobody in this world are actually satisfied. Then what are we doing in this world, girls? Did we ever question? We are not able to satisfy our parents, our teachers, our boss, our co-workers, our friends. We are not able to satisfy anybody in this world. Why do you think we are not able to satisfy anybody in this world? Because
Attached
we
with
don't have
material.
heart. Because we don't have that heart also, isn't it? We are always having this 3 gunas, sometimes sattva, sometimes raju, and sometimes tamo guna, isn't it? Sometimes we will accept that person is very good. The same time that person is going to be the biggest enemy of my life. And the third time is like I will forget him, isn't it? So, when we are having these 3 gunas in our life, will we able to forget them? Will we able to forgive them? No, isn't it? But where is the real satisfaction? I'm able to serve my parents, everybody, but nobody is satisfied. Isn't it that reality, girls? ఏదో ఒక వంక ఇది బాగా చేసుంటే బాగుండేదేమో త్రివేణి బాగుండేదేమో త్రిలోకేశ్వరి you would have done this little bit more nicely, it would have been nice. Mataji, if you close the class early, it would have been nice. You all might think. So nobody here is going to be satisfied of each other. Then where can we expect that somebody will get satisfied? How can we be happy? How can we seek happiness from others? In spite of being dwelling in this, the true happiness comes By serving Krishna, girls. If you know, Krishna is telling Pushpam Putram Palam Toyam. If you even offer me Pushpam Putram or Phalam or Toyam, whatever you offer me, I will happily accept it. Is the Lord asking the Raja Bhoga, girls? Is he asking, you know, the highest quality ghee with the highest quality rice? You have to cook me and offer it? No, isn't it? The Lord is telling, Amma, you offer water with tulsi leaf also, I will accept it. Can we even get some person who will be pleased than more than Krishna, girls? Can we get some
No.
person in this material world who will be pleased? A wife and husband always have disrupts, isn't it? A wife thinks if my husband earns a little bit more, if I get a gold chain, it will be very nice. No, I can wear to functions and parties and show off my gold chain. And husband thinks, why can't she stop spending so much on saris and golds? Why can't she make it as a savings? Isn't it? Every time there is an interruption, there is a disruption, there is nothing that you are satisfied, neither we are satisfied. But you see, Krishna, if we offer a little bit of water, he is telling that is enough for me. Where will we find more than that satisfaction, girls? Now there is a dog, girls. Okay, there is a dog and there is a master. Every day, this master feeds the dog, isn't it? Every day he feeds the dog. What does the dog think, girls? The master is actually feeding it with love. But the dog thinks, wow, my owner is feeding me so well. I must be his master. That is why he's serving me so well. The dog will think like that, isn't it? And the master thinks, oh, this dog is very lovely to me. Whatever it tells, it obeys me because I am its master. So what is it happening here? The dog is thinking the dog is the master because the man is serving the dog, and the master is thinking that since the dog obeys, I am the real master. That is why the dog is obeying. So what are we really living here? Living in, girls? We are in complete illusion, isn't it? I think I am the master of something. They think they are the master of something, isn't it? Are we the real boss, girls? Are we the real boss for anything? We are living in
No.
such a illusion. But
Yes.
when we understand that we are not the controllers, the Lord is the controller. We are the servants that are the sevakas of Krishna. See now, girls, there is a monkey. Now, what will a monkey do every day? Will it jump from one branch to another branch, isn't it? It will keep jumping every day. Is that monkey tired, girls?
No.
No.
Why? There is a fruit. Today it is getting a very tasty fruit in the forest. Example, banana, because the monkey likes. It eats. Now it is trying to jump on the next tree. It is not able to find the banana. So from until where will it that monkey jump, girls?
Where it
Until it
finds banana.
until it finds the banana and until its search is success, isn't it? Now, what is the relationship that we are seeing between the banana and monkey? Because the monkey is hungry, isn't it? The monkey is jumping from one tree to another tree. Is it finding his destination? One tree it is going okay. There is it finding its destination. It eats that banana. Now that time the stomach is full. For evening, will it stop jumping, girls? Will
No,
not
mother.
stop. It will keep jumping. And you come to us. Today in this world, the relationships have become so common. Breakup, patch up, divorce, marriage. Everything has become common in today's world. Okay, today somebody is getting divorced. He is getting married other person. Is there something permanent that he will for sure find the love in that person? Is it a guarantee? The past
No.
relationship didn't work. The divorce happened. Is there a guarantee that 100% this second relationship will be happy?
No.
So,
No.
what is happening? We are jumping here like a monkey. We don't, because we are seeking for relationship with the love. So, we are jumping for what? For this temporary happiness, this temporary things. We are actually where this material thing is completely temporary, but to satisfy us we are still jumping. But what is happening? Finally we ourselves are also not able to satisfy us, isn't it? If somebody is giving us a lot of love, are we able to accept it, girls? Sometimes there are fights because of love, isn't it? Because they show too much love. Why are the divorces happening? There might be some reason the divorce is happening in this world, but isn't it looking that even he himself is not satisfied with that love? Because of that only divorce happens, isn't it? I am not satisfied with Shivani. Okay, what is going to happen? or Shivani is not satisfied with me, what is going to happen? We both are not going to have relation, isn't it? We are going to jump for another relationship. So we ourselves leave about others. My parents satisfied, my teacher satisfied, my work, my job satisfied. We sometimes ourselves are not satisfied. Why? Because we are always in this material illusion, thinking of this as the permanent happiness. But how, Mataji? How can we search alternative for this? How can we replace this material attractions? Mataji, it's very difficult, Mataji, for us to, come out of this. It's very difficult because from almost 20 years, we are into this material attractions, isn't it? How will we come out? So Krishna is telling, don't come out. Keep me in between your life and do what? Junk food now we are eating. What we can make that junk food into? Krishna Prasadam, isn't it? I was a Pani Puri lover, girls. Okay, I love eating Pani Puris. Now, if I go to Pani Puri Bandi, what will that Baya give me? He will give me pyaz. Who is that pyaz? He is Rakshasa. The blood of Rakshasa that pyaz have come. I cannot eat it, isn't it? So what I do, I prepare tasty, tasty Pani Puri at house with all of my family mates. I offer it to the Lord indeed. So convert our junk food to Krishna Prasad. Here you're creeping Krishna in between of your life. Now you see Bollywood movies, isn't it? I'm not telling, okay, Mataji, you're pulling our movies also, Mataji. I'm not telling don't watch movies. That doesn't mean don't apply it in your life also. Movie is just a temporary thing for 3 hours. If we think that this thing is very beautiful in the movie, let me also try to be like that, it is never going to happen. Because if you see, okay, we girls only will think that there is a heroine, she's looking very beautiful in this movie, I want that attire, let me also buy something attire like that. Okay, I will buy some attire like that. Now her hair in the movie is looking so smooth, very nice. Why? Because they have done a lot of hairdressing for her, isn't it? Now you also do that hairdressing. Will it stay for the whole day, girls, like how it is staying in the movie? That movie, why it is staying? Because 10 minutes once, makeup, patch up, they keep on having this. Do you think if you don't do this throughout the day, the hairstyle will remain the same? So that is also not permanent in our hand. So in spite of always keeping our mind on movies, you can still hear about Krishna, do Krishna Kirtan, chant the glories of his name, hear to the stories of him, isn't it? We read a lot of books. We have learned unnecessary history in our lives, isn't it, girls? About some Hitler we have learned, which is useless. I don't know what are we doing with that Hitler in today's world, isn't it? We have learned about him in our history books. But today, try reading Krishna's books. Where will it lead us to? Hitler book will never lead me to anywhere except this material world. Krishna book will lead me to the Goloka, isn't it? The more I learn about the Lord. So if we see, we know Ravana, isn't it, girls? What was Ravana's mood? He had so many wives. Why he had to kidnap Mother Sita? Why he had to kidnap Mother Sita? He doesn't even deserve Mother Sita. He know, because when he was a loser in the Swayamvar, only he knew he is not a deserver of Mother Sita, Ravana. But why still he had to kidnap Mother Sita, who belonged to Mother Lord Ramachandra? Instead of, he had so many wives, he was told to be the most richest person. He has Vajra, Vaidurya, Trilokadipati he was called as. He had everything in his house. All the Lanka was called as Swarna Lanka, which was built with gold. Why still he was greedy for one single woman? What did it lead to? Destruction, isn't it? The whole Swarna Lanka, as soon as Lord Ramachandra stepped in the place of Adharma, it was smashed away, isn't it? Why? Because he had the mood of, what did the mood that Ravana carried? He didn't accept his blessings. He didn't count his blessings. He wanted much more blessings, which led to destruction. So, what we have to understand, girls, from the whole pastimes of this, we are servants, we are not masters, isn't it? The master, the real master is, we will think, I am your master. My boss will think that this girl is under me, she's working under me. He will think I am her, her client or whatever it is. But why am I working under him? Because he is giving me money, isn't it? If he doesn't give me money, will I work under him, girls? Not a second. I will tell out. Until he gives me money, he is my boss, isn't it? And until I work For him also I am a boss. Once every worker leave the company, what will he do without workers in the company, isn't it? So we are living in this illusion world called we are servants, but we are always thinking I am the master of this. So we have to understand I am not the master, we are the servants. And we, from where will we expect happiness, girls? From where the real happiness is going to come? As we learned, you can see all this picture depicting the past tense that we learned here now. How
Serving
beautifully
the
the
lotus
Lord,
feet
the
of
real
Krishna.
happiness is licking the Lord's lotus feet.
Yes, Mataji.
To see how
Serving the lotus
beautiful it
feet.
is. Huh?
Serving the lotus feet of Krishna.
Yeah, where will we seek real happiness? We cannot make anybody happy here. We can make happy Krishna by just giving a little bit of water and replace things. I'm not asking that we have to replace our whole job, everything, but replace small things in our life so that we can reach back to easy to Krishna. And when we accept Krishna as the owner of our heart, this will happen. Yeah. So I want one of you to please read this. Sarvi Maji, please read it.
That supreme abode of mine is not illumined by the sun or moon, nor by the fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world.
See, you see, below the Lord's world, from Brahmaloka to Patalaloka, the Lord is telling it is dark. And the spiritual world is lighting very beautifully, isn't it? How beautiful the lotus is, how beautiful the Lord Radha and Krishna are seen there. So, what is the Lord talking about here, girls? The supreme abode of divine. Now, give me a second. Yeah. So what is the Lord telling? The supreme abode of mine is not illuminated by sun or moon. The Lord is telling my abode. It is not illuminated by sun or moon, by fire or electricity. Those who reach it will never return to this material world. The Lord is telling who will reach it will never return to this material world. In this material world, who is giving us moon, girls? Who is giving us sun? Who is giving us moon and sun in this material world?
God Himself.
If the sun doesn't rise, girls, do you think the vegetation and there will be life on this world, on this earth?
No.
No, there will be no life. There will be no vegetation. Okay, if the moon doesn't come, what is going to happen? There is no juice or taste to the fruits, isn't it? They tell the photosynthesis happen because of the sun, and the juice of the fruit is given by the moon. If the sun or moon are not there, what is going to happen to this material world? It will not exist only, isn't it? But Krishna is saying, in spiritual world, there is no need of sun or moon because it is illuminated by his divine effulgence. That is the light of the Lord. So now, if you see in COVID-19, girls, okay, what happened in COVID-19? From a millionaire to billionaire to a poor person, where anybody be able to get protected from COVID just because he was richest? Was he protected from COVID? If we will take Prime Minister Modi, he was also affected by COVID, isn't it? We take the billionaires around, weren't they affected by COVID?
Yes, ma'am.
They were affected by COVID, isn't it? Now, this wealth, the fame, name, so many things. Could these things protect them from the COVID-19? No, isn't it? So any richest person, we have to one day die and get into this mud, isn't it? We have to get burned one day into ashes, this body, the love that we have for this body. But in spiritual world, the Lord is telling there will be no disease. The Lord is telling there will be no stress. There will be no problem. Then what will be there in Krishna's world, girls? Happiness. How will that happiness be?
Eternal happiness.
Eternal happiness, permanent happiness. So now, if we have to go there, girls, you think Krishna's world, what do we need? If you think I need a passport to go to America, now to go to Krishna's world, what is my passport that we learned previously?
Devotional service.
Devotional service with a bona fide spiritual
Spiritual
master.
master.
If I don't have spiritual master, Jaya Vijaya will tell, bye bye, don't come. I cannot open door for you, isn't it? So if we have to go back, take this as the last birth, go back to home, go back to God, go back to Krishna, then what we have to do is take a Sharanagati. So if we go there, the Lord's features it is talking about, the Lord is no makeup. There is no economic problems if in Goloka Vrindavan. There is no exams in Goloka Vrindavana. All the exams to pass to go to Goloka Vrindavana, I have to face here. See, I have to, become an IAS officer. Will I become an IAS officer directly or struggling by, learning a lot of lessons? Will I become an IAS officer, girls?
A lot of lessons
Lot
and
of
lessons.
struggle, isn't it? Only then I will enjoy the IAS officer. So if I struggle here, yes, there will be Maya. You see, first day we had 200, 300 girls attending our class. Yes, there will be Maya who will not allow us to attend. There will be so many distractions in this world which will not let us to go to Krishna. But we shouldn't let those distractions succeed. What should succeed? Our Krishna prema, our Krishna bhakti should succeed. Like how your goal is to become an IAS officer. You want to succeed, you have to pay, have all the pain. This Maya is pain. This world is pain for us. So this Maya will always be stopping us from going to Krishna because it is the external energy of Krishna Maya. So it will always be stopping us going towards the Krishna. So what will it keep happening here? It is always pushing us not to attend class, not to this, don't remember Krishna, because she is the eternal external energy. I will explain about this external energy also one day. So yes, if we have to reach Krishna, there will be a pain. But if we just take one single step, like how all of you have taken now, Krishna will take the rest 99 step towards us. You have to bear that pain of taking one single step. And actually, that is not pain. Actually, that is bliss. Krishna is not telling any painful things here, isn't it? He's telling, offer everything to me. That is not at all painful. So once we go back today, here we need a lot of makeup, no? Once we go back, there is no need of makeup. There is no need of exams. There is no need to pass them. What will there be? Pure happiness, nothing else. So now, what is the pre-qualification that we need, girls, as we were discussing?
Devotional
Devotional service
Devotion
with a bona
service.
fide spiritual
bona
master.
fide guru.
Yeah, bona fide spiritual master. Very super girls, all of you are now. One of you can please read this out.
Brahma Samhita, 5th chapter, 29th sloka. I worship the primeval Lord who is tending the cows in his abode, which is made of spiritual gems and surrounded by millions of wishfulling trees, is always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune.
Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham
Aham
Bhajami.
bhajami.
See, the Lord is explaining here how the Golok Vrindavan looks like. The Lord is describing here how that eternal reclaim will look like. So the Lord is telling, everywhere you see, everything is made of Chintamani, that is wishful, fulfilling touchstones. So if you go to Golok Vrindavan, you just touch this. I wish I see Krishna, and Krishna will be in front of you. So everything that is made on Golok Vrindavan is Chintamani stone, which is wishful. As soon as you touch and wish for something, you will get it. And it is, you see how beautiful the divine and cowherd, the Lord is looking, isn't it? In between the cows, the Lord is looking with Surabhi cows, with so many Lakshmis around him, with so much opulence. This verse is highlighting about Govindam Adi Purusham, which tells Govinda as the original supreme personality of Godhead. So see how beautifully the Lord is telling. He is always served with great reverence with hundreds and hundreds of Lakshmis. There is goddess of fortune. There is Krishna. There is so much opulence. There is so much sweetness to Lord. Anybody who wants to reject this place, girls, where there is no pain, there is no need to cry, only happiness, only chant the holy name of the Lord. Just see Krishna. You touch something and tell something. It is Chintamani stone, which your dream fulfiller. Do anyone of us want to reject a place like this?
No, Mataji.
No, Mataji.
I though don't want to reject, but yes, we all are in this Kali Yuga, isn't it? We are still in so much pain. But if we have to come back, go out of this pain, how should we go together? Isn't it? We learned how means to be connected. In chapter 7, we learned how the means to be connected. The relationship to Krishna we came to know. But what are the means to be connected? If I am alone, see, if we all of us are kidnapped girls, if I am alone trying to fight and come outside, will a person catch me again, he will put me inside. If hundreds of us are trying, what is going to happen? We can kick him and then come out. Same way, if hundreds of us together, each other, stay for each other in devotional service, we will for sure reach Krishna. And this is the most, beautiful verse, sorry, girls, out of Bhagavad Gita. Our disconnected connection. We are the eternal parts of Krishna. I'll tell you a very, very nice story here, girls. Okay. Now, I am going to exhibition with my father. Okay. I go to an exhibition. So as soon as I enter this world of exhibition, okay, what will happen? As soon as I have actually entered this world of exhibition. Now my dad is taken to me exhibition. As soon as I enter into the world of exhibition, now what happens? I'm able to see balloons, my favorite sweets, my favorite chocolates. I'm able to see everything in the exhibition. So my dad is telling me, hold my hand, don't go away. If you miss, you will never come back. I cannot find you. There is a lot of crowd here. So my dad is telling, hold my hand, hold my hand. But everything is looking so beautiful around me. What will I do? I will try to run, no, to bring something. There's so nice balloon. I run to bring balloon. And then my father is come pulling me, pulling me, pulling me. He pulled me thrice, he pulled me 4 times, he pulled me 5th time. And 6th time, he just looked away like this. I left this hand and I ran away for bringing a chocolate, girls. So as soon as I ran away for bringing a chocolate away from my father, now my father understood that I ran away. Now I forgot my father, isn't it? My father is telling, if you miss, I cannot catch you. Now what am I doing? 2, 3 stores I passed, girls. First store I got chocolate hearts, very nice. I'm eating. Second store I'm eating chocolate. I'm looking at towards the balloons. I'm looking towards the toys, the teddy bears. I'm going and going. And all of a sudden I realize there should be some big person next to me. My father, I'm not able to see him. What will I do now? I started crying. I am unable to find my father. My father missed. I will not tell I have missed my father, or I, left my hands, father's hand. I have started telling, my father, he was misplaced somewhere. I am not able to find my father. Please find my father, find my father. I am keep on crying and crying. And now my dad is actually watching from behind. I told her not to go, but she's leaving me and going, let me see how hard she tries to get back to me. Let me see how much time she takes to find out. And now there is one person passing by, my uncle or my neighborhood person who knows me. He's like, Mama, why are you crying? And I tell, my father is missed. I am searching for him. I'm not able to find him. And I'm crying and crying and telling this to my neighborhood uncle. And he's like, I know your house now. I will take you. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Now that uncle is taking me back home, my father is still watching. That uncle is taking me back home. Just because that uncle is taking me back home, I should keep quiet, no? Now I have so much idea. Okay, my uncle is there. No, he will take me back home somehow. Oh, now again I've seen something. I got attracted. Why? Again I got distracted, isn't it? Now I am free of thinking that I'll not go home. I somehow will go home because somebody is there next to me. Now again I'm trying to go away from uncle also. Will there be somebody to take me home if I go even away from my uncle, girls?
No.
No, isn't it? See, that is the connection that we have lost. That uncle is our guru. That father is our Krishna. So we have left Krishna's hand and come back to this this Goloka, which is, the reflection of Goloka, and which looked so attractive for all of us. But there is Guru for us who is trying to pull us to take back to Goloka Vrindavan. But what are we doing to that Guru also? We are telling, wait, let me go bring some ice cream, let me go bring some, candies, isn't it? That Guru, and it is told the Guru will take lifetimes and lifetimes to just take back us to Godhead. See how beautifully the Lord is telling how we are attracted. We saw the example of the house and the hotel. We saw the example of the reflection of the tree, and here we saw the example of exhibition. See how we are forgetting our own connection with the Lord, isn't it, girls? We are forgetting, we are thinking the reflection is very beautiful. But what is the truth? The Lord is very, our truth is we have to go back to the Lord. So let us awaken our true identity. Life will be blissful. A conscious conclusion, I belong to Krishna, is enough. Isn't it beautiful? We have seen so many examples. Finally, what is our goal? It is to reach Krishna. To reach Krishna, what we should do? It is that when you understand I belong to Krishna, that's it. It is easy to reach Krishna. When you understand a philosophy of a banyan tree, it's easy to reach Krishna. Yeah, one of you can please read this. Girls, we have another 3-4 slides which are very, very interesting. We will go through that also. One of you please read it out.
The living entity in the material world carries its different conception of life from one body to another as the air carries aromas. Thus, he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another one.
Yeah. So here the Lord is talking about the cycle of birth and death. Towards the right corner, the photo, if we are able to see, we are in the womb of mother, we die, we go back to the, we go back. Again, that soul, what is happening? I am taking a birth as a demigod, I am taking a birth as a dog, I am taking a birth as an animal, I am taking a birth as a different species in the life. Again, what is happening? Every species has to die, isn't it? Isn't it, girls? Anything is permanent here? Any living entity is permanent here?
No,
We
Mataji.
keep traveling, isn't it? From one body to another body, one body to another body. Why are we keep traveling? Because we are attached, we are entangled to the desires, because of which our subtle body is not living the soul. But if we go back to the spiritual world, we will not at all have this cycle of birth and death. Now, if I am passing by a rose garden, girls, how is the air of the rose garden? It's very nice, isn't it? It's going to be very pleasing, very pleasant air, very nice smell of rose you get. And you pass by a garbage. How will the smell be? Is the same smell as the rose plant in the garbage? Will it be the same, girls?
No.
Mataji.
No, isn't it? So every life of ours is decided with our association. This birth depends our life next birth. Whatever in this birth I am desiring for, I will take the birth next time. Whatever I am associating with this birth, the next birth I will take such a birth. If you see Bharat Maharaj at the final times of death, he was a great devotee. He was in the consciousness of a deer. He had to take a deer life, isn't it? A deer life. So, if we pick up the desires in this birth, that will be the cause for our next birth, or depends on the next association. But if we engage our senses in spiritual enjoyment, if we are in spiritual activities, then our body, this soul will never take up another body. It will reach directly to Krishna. But if we have this material body, it is very difficult to reach Krishna back. And see, if we see the reincarnation wheel, how it shows that it is never ending process from a dog to the to again a human. We have to keep taking cycle until when? Until we understand the supremacy of the Lord. Once we understand the right knowledge of the Lord, once we understand that I am the part and parcel, I am not me, I am not this body, when we understand this, when we get detached to this material world, then the Lord will give us the next life, the better life, where I can perform my devotion and reach back Krishna very easily. Anyone who wants to read this? Yes, please read it out, Harini Mataji.
Into each planet, and by my energy, they stay in orbit. I become the moon and thereby supply the juice of
All
life
veg.
to all the vegetables.
See how beautifully the Lord is telling. Right now, I told that we are creating our body through our desires, isn't it, girls? And I told it is like the air that we pick up. Like if we are walking on a roseway, that is very fragrant. If I'm going in a dumpier place, that is going to affect my consciousness, isn't it? Our consciousness. So now, here the Lord is also telling the tongue will determine our next life also. Why the tongue determines our next life? Now, there is a pig, girls. Now, pig thinks it is in a garbage. Will it ever feel bad, girls? Will the pig feel bad? Abba, I'm eating dirt. Why can't I get like how humans are eating? Or will even the pig think I have to come out of that dirt? The pig will never think. It will always be in that dirt. Even if you bring that pig outside that dirt, it will still go walk towards that dirt and eat that dirt, isn't it? So, in this world, when we have no discrimination on our tongue, eating tendency, if we start eating like a pig, by doing a lot of violence, ahimsa, that will lead us to the next life. So we should have indiscriminate behavior. We should have senses. We shouldn't act like that we don't have shame, we are not modest, that we don't know. So girls, if we may get a body as a tree isn't it standing naked in front of our eyes? Isn't it
No,
standing
Yes,
naked in
Mataji.
front of our eyes? Yes, no, it as a
Yes.
dress. Are you giving a dress to a tree? No, isn't
No,
it the tree
Mataji.
standing naked? In this life, if we as women, if we have to stand like that, is it possible? We have senses, isn't it? We don't stand like that. We have behavior, we have shame, isn't it? So this life, if we are able to control our desires, like how pig is not able to control a desire, if we are not able to control our desires, it is very difficult. But if we control our desires, then we will not get into an undesirable body next life. So if we act like a pig, that we don't discriminate on food, eat everything, no discrimination on body, do everything, then it is very difficult to reach Krishna. But what is easy to reach Krishna? When we make this body as an yantra, in yesterday's chapter we heard, as a machine for our soul to reach Paramatma. Body, soul, and Paramatma we saw, isn't it? So we have to use this body to reach Paramatma as an yantra. So the soul should use this body as a Paramatma to reach the Paramatma. Okay? Yeah. So, here if you see, girls, how beautifully the Lord is explaining, I enter into each planet and my energy stays in the orbit. I become the moon and thereby supply the juice of all life to vegetables. Now, if you see, girls, the Lord is telling, light of the sun, maintain the grahas, gives the juice for all vegetables, digestive fire, digesting food by air going in and out. Girls, do you think even without Lord presence in us, can we even digest food? See, the Lord is telling, Ham Vaishnavor Bhutav, the Lord is telling, I am the digestive fire. Do you think if we don't have digestive fire in our stomach, can we digest food in our stomach?
No.
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 Oh, isn't it? So Lord is telling here, I am your digestive system also. If I am not there, you cannot digest also. So the Lord is telling, I am the light of the sun, the maintainer of grahas, gives the juice for all vegetables. So what is the realization here? The awareness that we are dependent on Krishna for everything makes us extremely grateful and humble. So if you think that this gastric juice is given by Krishna, that is why my food is digesting, every air molecule that the oxygen is going out, that is Krishna's breath that I am taking. Everything is going inside me. So everything, if we make it dependent on Krishna, then we will become very humble. Then it is extremely easy for us to reach Krishna. Anybody who wants to read this?
Mataji.
I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come memory, knowledge, and forgetfulness. I am to be known by all the Vedas. Indeed, I am the compiler of the Vedanta and the knower of the Vedas.
The Lord is telling that He is the compiler of Vedas and He is the knower of Vedas. So if you see, girls, the Lord is telling He is the one who is nourishing into 5.13. The Lord is telling He is the
Hi.
nourishing. He grows plants and He's telling He is the digestive fire. He's telling He is the stability of the earth, isn't it? And the Lord is telling here, in everyone hearts, the memory, the knowledge, and forgetfulness comes from me, and I am the knower of all the Vedas, indeed compiler of the Vedanta also, the Lord is telling. So Lord is talking about forgetfulness here. Even before forgetfulness, girls, just let us all imagine, what is my past life, girls? Can we imagine what is even our past life?
No.
No,
If we
Mataji.
remember about our past life, will it be easy for us, girls?
No, Mataji.
Isn't it? I will be so unhappy if I see in my past life I am a dog, I'll be so unhappy, isn't it? The Lord is knower of the Vedantas. Why the Lord is telling, I know all the knowledge in Vedantas? The Lord knows, if I don't get this forgetfulness of my past lives, it is very difficult for me to live the present life. Girls, I am very, very scared of lizard, okay? So all the time, my parents and my brothers and all will keep telling me, Arey, you have some past connection with this lizard, yeah. Wherever you are, this lizard keeps coming. You have some past connection. Yes, maybe there might be a past connection with the lizard, but the Lord knows if I really have connection, it will be difficult for me to live the present full life. So what the Lord is talking about, the memory. So if we get the memory of past life, it is very difficult for us to lead the present life. Knowledge and forgetfulness. Forgetfulness. Why the Lord is telling we should have forgetfulness? Why? If we, one thing, girls, if I'm angry with some person, okay, who has hurt me, okay, will I remember that person for lifetime? Isn't it? We will remember. Of course, we will remember. That person hurt me, so I will remember him for a long time at least. So we will be thinking, if the some such situations come up, so I remember bad thing that this person hurt me so much, so much. But the Lord is telling why this forgetfulness is important. Why should you even carry this dust in your mind, the bad thoughts for that person? Because that person hurt you, why should we even carry that bad thoughts for that person? So the Lord is telling, in spite of, putting a lot of data into your memory, forget those and stay happy. And reminder, let going of anger and the lust, greed, the moods in us will give us a lot of peace of mind. So Lord is talking about the anger here. He's talking about the memory and he's talking about forgetfulness. And here Krishna is our best friend also. Why? Krishna is our best friend also here, girls, because we might would have forgotten about our past lives, but Krishna will never forget about our past lives. Why Krishna will never forget our past lives? He knows our birth, he knows our death, he knows our desires, according to which he is giving us body. So the Lord never forgets anything about us. We are the whom we forgot, Lord, and we have come here. So every time, if we remember Krishna for help, for happiness, it is going to be very easy to reach Krishna. And Krishna is telling here, I am the Vedanta, I am the knower of all the Vedas. So essence of Veda, who has given us Bhagavad Gita, girls? Krishna. Who wrote Bhagavad Gita? Vyasdev. So how did it come to us? Who gave Srimad Bhagavatam to us? Vyasdev, isn't it? How has it come? So the Lord, Vyasdev is also an expansion of the Lord. So that is why the Lord is telling, indeed, I am the compiler of Vedas, Vedantas and knower of Vedas. If the Lord is talking Vedas, the Lord is also writing Vedas. That the Lord is telling He is the compiler of Veda. He has come in the expansion of Veda Vyas, and He has compiled the whole Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. So what are we learning here, girls? Krishna is there with always with us, because even we don't have memory, we don't have knowledge. Krishna remembers everything about us. So Krishna will teach us the essence of Bhagavad Gita. One day He will send somebody who us to make us realize this is important. But our brain, no, our intelligence is so small. Krishna is sending so many people to help us to reach towards Him. But our intelligence is so shunya that we will not even be able to remember the Lord. So forgetfulness is also grace of the Lord. It saves you away from so many sorrows, isn't it? If I remember my past life as a dog, today I cannot live my life happily, because today I am able to only remember that I am a human, that I am like this, I am very happy. So we should thank the Lord. He has given us this grace. If I start remembering the past, I cannot live my present, isn't it? Just example, girls, if you are thinking about your fight, what happened, will you be able to be happy now? I fought with my colleague in the afternoon. Willn't I be in the same mood until the evening? I fought with him. He's this fellow, that fellow. What will be my mood? Anger, frustration, isn't it? Huh? Because I am still in that frustration and anger. Am I able to live a happy moment right now? No. So that is why the Lord has given us the forgetfulness. After some time, we forget everything. If you start try remembering yesterday morning what was your breakfast, I don't think so. 90% of us can remember in 1 second. You have to still close your eyes, think for 1 minute, and you'll remember what is the breakfast that we have yesterday. So forgetfulness is also the grace of the Lord. So finally, we are seeing the last shloka here. Whatever results was obtained in Satya Yuga by meditating on Vishnu, in Treta Yuga by performing sacrifices, and in Dwapar Yuga serving the lotus feet of the Lord, in Kali Yuga simply chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Didn't we see this, girls? In the past chapters, I told you. In Satya Yuga, if you have to reach the Lord, what we had to do? we had to do tapasyas for ages and ages together. So it was the most difficult because common people cannot leave their family and do tapasya. And when it was coming to Treta Yuga, they had to do sacrifices, Ashwamedha Yagya, how Lord Ramachandra did. But poor people cannot do because it will cost a lot. So poor people cannot get Krishna in Treta Yuga. In Dwapar Yuga, Archa Vigraha Seva, that is deity seva. Not everybody were allowed, only Brahmins were allowed to do the deity seva, isn't it? But the Lord is telling this three cycles of yugas, this three yugas, it is very difficult to reach me. But in Kali Yuga, mainly this 10,000 years are blessed. If you just chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you will reach me. So, what is the dharma of Kali Yuga that we are learning today? Until today, I was just telling what is Satya, Treta, and Dwapara, what were that. But today we are realizing what is the dharma of Kali Yuga, girls?
Chanting Hare Krishna.
Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Dharma of Satya, Treta, and Dwapar Yuga was tapasyas, yagyas, and archanas. But Kali Yuga's dharma is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So when we do something for others, we expect them to praise us. But when others do something for us, we think it is their duty. And the Lord, on the other hand, does everything without any expectations. That is the only unconditional love. How beautiful, isn't it, girls? The Lord has given us Bhagavad Gita. The Lord is come in the form of so many avatars. Why? Because we are wandering here. We don't know Krishna Bhakti. The Lord wanted to give us Krishna Bhakti. He is taking us forms. He is talking Bhagavad Gita to all of us. So shouldn't we be very thankful to the Lord? He is the only one person who is giving us unconditional love, girls. You hate him, you scold him, you do anything, but Krishna is still falling behind you. Oh, my kid, come back, come back. You are in an exhibition that is not permanent. Come back, that is just an attraction for you. So, how much we should be thankful for our Lord, isn't it? But we don't even remember that the Lord is doing so much for us. Yeah. So, yeah. So, if we see the essence here, there are two classes of beings, the fallible and infallible. Anybody who wants to read this? We are, this is the last two slides of the thing. Who wants to
There
read
are
this, please? Yeah.
There are two classes of beings, the fallible and the infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in the spiritual world, every living entity is called infallible.
So, the Lord is talking about two types of jivatmas here. What is jivatma? Or soul.
Soul.
So there are two
Soul.
kinds of jivatmas here. The Lord is talking about fallible and fallen and liberated. That is fallible and infallible. The Lord is talking about. So what is the Lord talking about? The fallen, that is infallible. The Lord is talking about is these souls are lost in this material world. The Lord is telling the souls are lost in this material world. They have chosen to enjoy this material world separately from Krishna. So they are fallible, who have lost in this material world, who makes mistakes, who thinks everything is perfect, who thinks it is me, I am the boss. They are called as fallen jivatmas, who are fallible jivatmas, who forgot their relationship with the God. The Lord is there, and who doesn't even question about life, birth, death. The Lord is telling about, and the Lord is talking here about liberated, that is infallible. The jivatmas, liberated jivatmas, that is those souls who are free from this material suffering because they stay with Krishna. Why? They don't have any pain, whoever stays in Krishna. And where will this infallible souls be there? They will be there in the spiritual world. They will be there in the Golok Vrindavan. So these are the two different things the Lord is talking about, the fallible and infallible. Fallible are the souls who have forgotten the connection with Krishna and who are entangled to this material world. And infallible are the Jivatmas that are connected to the Lord, who are in the Golok Vrindavan, who are very happily serving the Lord and freed from all these material entanglements forever and ever and ever. They will never come back. So, who will never come back. So, if we see, girls, how beautifully here Krishna is sitting with his friends and eating prasadam, isn't it? And see, this is the difference between the fallible and infallible the Lord is talking about. The fallible is always under this material clutches, isn't it? Always want to enjoy, being selfish, me, mine, my body, my money, everything me, mine, who is completely entangled for this material world, not realizing what is my real goal, not realizing why is my birth, where is my death, not realizing. But here, if you see, the infallible, those who want to fall, desire to always remain with Krishna and never leave the spiritual world. These are the infallible souls that will never come back. The Jivatmas will never come back. So you see how beautifully the Lord is sitting with his friends and eating. There is a nice pastime, girls, where you know, uh, Shubala, there is a very good friend of Krishna who was Shubala. Actually, he is told to be a little bit shorter than Krishna. So they had a running race competition in Vrindavan. They were eating lunch. What will those kids do? You tell me. After eating lunch, they want to play something. So what they did, they all had a nice competition of running race. So because they had this competition of running race, this person Subala is very short and Krishna's legs are very very big. Krishna is running and running and Subala is not able to run. So Krishna thinks, oh my dear friend, you are not able to run because you're so little. So what the Lord does is he takes Subala and he puts Subala on his back and the Lord runs and makes them win the competition. How beautiful, isn't it? The Lord is always ready to care for his devotees. He is always there to help us in the difficult situations, in the happiest situations, in any time, but we don't feel him. That's it. We don't feel him. When will we feel him? When we start moving towards him, we will start feeling this, girl. So we are all very insignificant, but for the Lord, we are very, very dear. We are very insignificant in this universe. If we think in this Telangana only, if we think we are only little out of hundreds and billions of humanity, we are only one person. But for that Lord, no, for Krishna, we are very, very dear. He's for the Lord, we are not just one person. For the Lord, each and every Jivatma is 100%. For every Jivatma, He cares 100%. So the last slide where we are learning about the Lord. Beside these two, there is a greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord Himself, who has entered the three worlds and the maintaining them. I think we have learned this, isn't it, girls? Three worlds, that is Kshirodakshayaka Vishnu, Garbhodakshayaka Vishnu, Karnodakshayaka Vishnu, and then how the Karnodakshayaka Vishnu comes in the form of Kshirodakshayaka Vishnu comes in the form of Paramatma in our heart. So we have learned this, isn't it? So the Lord telling greatest living personality is the Supreme Soul, imperishable Lord Himself, who has entered into three worlds and is maintaining them. The Lord is maintaining them. And here, because I am transcendental, beyond both fallible and infallible, and because I am the highest, I am celebrated in the world and in the Vedas as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So what the Lord is telling here, that the Lord is telling He is beyond the fallible and infallible. So we shouldn't misunderstand that Krishna is something the Jivatma. Krishna is not Jivatma. Krishna is Paramatma. He is beyond this fallible and infallible. He is beyond this birth, death, old age, and disease. He is unborn. Krishna is told to be called as unborn, who doesn't have death, who doesn't have birth. Krishna is unborn. He is the creator of everything. He is the manifestator of everything. And I am the highest. I am celebrated in the world of Vedas as Supreme Personality of Godhead. So what we should understand here, Krishna is Purushottama. What this this chapter is teaching us about. Krishna is Purushottama, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is beyond this material world, and we are not even qualified, who is beyond this even three modes of material nature. The Lord is not related to this three modes of material nature. And we stay separated from the Lord. We are Jivatmas. The Lord is beyond the Jivatmas. We are the one who have, you know, pushed Krishna away and we have come here. But the Lord is always searching for us. So we are separated from the Lord. So we are learning here the Lord is beyond this material qualities, isn't it? So today, these things we have learned, girls. Anybody who wants to read this?
Final reflections from chapter 15. The material world is a reflection. Life here is temporary, just like the upside down banyan tree. Seek the real spiritual world. Detach from illusions. Let go of worldly desires and attachments to understand your true self. Return to your true home. The spiritual world is eternal, free from suffering. Strive to reach it. Krishna is the source. He provides light, energy, and life. Depend on Him with gratitude. Chant the holy name. Simply chanting Krishna's name in Kali Yuga leads to liberation.
How beautiful this chapter, isn't it, girls? This is one of my favorite chapters in Bhagavad Gita. The Lord telling that this world is material reflection. So many examples we learned, isn't it, about the house, the our own house, in the hotel, about the reflection of a tree. We learned so many examples. Detached from illusion. The Lord is telling all these worldly desires are attachments, they're all fake. Detach from them. Return to your true home. Return back to your true home. Don't depend on reflection. Krishna is the source, the light energy. Even our digestive systems energy, this gas, the gastric juice is provided by Krishna. So when we think everything is Krishna, we will become more humble. Then the Kali Yuga, Yuga's dharma is chant the holy name of the Lord. And this 10,000 years, it is told to be the offer, girls. Only this 10,000 years
Golden
told to
age.
be the golden age. So we are in the offer period. All of our Jivatmas have done so much Punya Karma. And all of us who are here in today's class have done more good Sukriti, that we all are sitting here. So we are all in the offer age where we all are having a lot of offer now. This offer, we have to utilize it to go back to Krishna very quickly, because once this offer ends, Kali Yuga is going to be the one of the most vinashaka, adharmic place to live in. So we have to utilize this 10,000 years or this 100 years, this lifetime, to go back to Krishna. Every day is a last day for us. Every day we have to serve Krishna. Every day remember Krishna. As soon as possible we have to go. Because we are in this offer age, because we are very dear to Krishna, that is why he has given us this birth in this offer age. He knows, Array, these people will not do yagyas. They are only lazy to do Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He knows we will not do yagyas. He knows we will not do tapasya. He knows we will not do Archa Seva also. Because the Lord knows we are very lazy people, it is very difficult for us. The Lord has put us into this Kali Yuga, that is this 10,000 years. So we have to utilize it in the right way. So tomorrow we are going to learn about 26 divine qualities and 6 demon qualities. Okay, let us see how many divine qualities are there in us and how many demonic qualities are there in us. The 4 pillars of Dharma. What is the 4 pillars of Dharma? The 3 gates to hell. What are the gates to hell? How scriptural knowledge help us to make the right, the ultimate choice. So I'm telling you guys, there is Maya, which will always keep stopping us from don't 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 go. But Krishna is much more stronger than Maya. Your mind can be much more stronger than Maya. You should tell, I will go, I will go, I will go, I will chant Hare Krishna, I will chant Hare Krishna. And tomorrow we will learn about the demonic qualities and the divine qualities, which are very important to inculcate in us. These qualities will help us to enhance our Krishna bhakti. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So now any questions, doubts and feedbacks you can give me, girls. Any questions? No questions today? I'm so very shocked. You can raise your hands if you have questions. Okay. Harini Mataji. Mataji, you said devotional service and bona fide spiritual master are important to reach Krishna. I think you are our spiritual master. Will I be considered? Oh, Krishna. No, no. I am a person who is an instrument in the hands of my spiritual master, giving you the Krishna Bhakti. You will in front learn about who is the real spiritual master, who's bona fide guru. We will learn it in the future. So then you can decide who is the bona fide guru. Okay. But I can be an instrument for preaching Bhagavad Gita, for teaching Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. Matji, why there is Maya? You tell me, where there is God, there is ghost, isn't it? There is a slogan or no, girls? Lishita Matji, is there a slogan, where there is God, there is the ghost?
Yes, Mataji.
Where there is Krishna, there is Maya also. This Maya, this is the external, the eternal external energy of the Lord. This external energy of the Lord is so powerful that it will always cover us with this illusion. We are in this illusion. That is only is Maya. We don't even identify Krishna as Supreme Personality. That is only Maya. So this Maya is much more stronger. What? All these attractions are Mayas. Everything is Maya. So these attractions will make us not to go to Krishna. So we should be so strong that Krishna wins, not Maya. And in future, we will also see what is that external energy, what is Maya, which the Lord will be talking in further chapters. Okay, Shivangi Mataji. Mataji, what if we reach God's abode and won't return? Even we were there and now we are here. No, we will never go to Lord. If we are there near the Lord, why will we come here? Just because we told that Bhagwan, this is looking very attractive, we have come out of the abode. So now we are fallen in the birth and death and birth and death. So one day when we go back to there, and there is no way that we will come back. Okay, Shweta Maji, Hari Krishna Maji. The whole day I'm waiting for this class, Mataji, because while I'm listening to this class, my doubts getting cleared, and I feel so happy that daily I got to know something new about Lord Krishna. I'm gaining spiritual knowledge. These classes have really helped me. Thank you so much, Maji. I should thank Krishna for giving me such a sweet. Thank you so much. I should thank Krishna for giving me such wonderful girls who are listening to his glorious Vedas that the Lord has given to us. Harini Mataji. Mataji, my mother says we should not pluck tulsi leaves as it is not good. But how to offer food with tulsi leaf? One thing, girls, there are one plant which we worship, isn't it? Every day you go do offering, you do diya offering, you do put plant water for the tulsi plant. Every day you light lamps for Tulsi Maharani. From that Tulsi Maharani, we are not supposed to pluck because we worship her. So when we worship, we cannot hurt her by plucking the leaves away from her. So any plant that we are worshipping, that is Tulsi Maharani that we are worshipping, we cannot pluck the leaves from the worshipping plant, but you can plant other Tulsi Maharanis, like one other pot where you are not supposed to offer anything to that Tulsi Maharani. There you can offer water every day and thank Tulsi Maharani. Why Tulsi Maharani has come to this material world is just because of the Lord's blessings, that if the Lord tells, if without Tulsi, I will not accept anything. Without Tulsi Maharani, I will not accept anything. So just because the Lord tells she has taken birth here. So Tulsi has taken birth for, offering herself to the Lord. So it's our duty that whatever the Lord is told to, pluck the Tulsi leaf and offer it to the Lord. So yes, you can pluck the Tulsi leaf and offer it to the Lord. No problem at all. The Lord himself is telling, without Tulsi, the Lord is telling, I will not even accept your whatever you're giving. So there is very glorious pastime of Tulsi Maharani. She's a very great devotee of the Lord that we will be seeing in the our second level. Okay, now we all are in first level in Gita Sandesh. In second level, we will discuss about the great glories of Tulsi Maharani, all the devotees of the Lord, the Guru, many important topics there. Okay. Shivani Mataji, thank you so much, Maji. The way you're telling of the class is very beautiful, so sweet of you, Maji. More than 1 hour, wash your beautiful face, feeling so very positive. Thank you so much. Your heart is very beautiful. You're considering my face is too beautiful. So all of us are Krishna Bhaktas. Glorifying each other will make Krishna happy. And for 1 hour, we are talking about Krishna. And I'm telling you, Lord Hanuman tells this girls, not me. Lord Hanuman tells, wherever Lord Rama's, Lord Krishna's name is taken, Lord, wherever the Lord's name is taken, Hanuman is there hearing to the lecture, it seems. He himself is told this. So it is told in scriptures, wherever there is a discussion of Bhagwan happening, there Hanuman is present. So today we have Hanuman present in our class every day. So because we are glorifying Krishna, isn't it? Hanuman will be there wherever we are talking. You tell Rama, Hanuman will be there right next to you. So Hanuman is there in our classes also. Because of great devotee blessings like Hanuman and great devotees blessings, we are able to stay positive, understand the glories of the Lord. Thank you so much. Okay, there's a question. Shivangi Mataji, if everything is Maya, so shall we stop earning, looking good, gain, belongs, love, or near dear ones? So that's why I'm telling, yes, there is Maya, but Krishna is much more stronger. So when you offer all this earning, looking good, attain, belongings, everything in the service of the Lord, keep Krishna in between your life, then the Maya is going to lose. Krishna is going to win. So that thing is Manava Seva, Madhava Seva. Keep Krishna in between our life and do all the services. then we are not attacked by Maya too much, because we have Krishna's protection. That is why I'm telling, if we take one step, Krishna will take 99 steps towards us. So if we take one step towards him, he will be watching us. He will be protecting us from all the evil things in this world to take us back to him. Akila Maji, Hare Krishna Maji. Because of my office pressure, I'm unable to join the class daily. But when I have free time, I'm trying to listen recordings. Thank you so much for providing Bhagavad Gita classes. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Maji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Pujita Maji. 15.15 shloka I always read before studying Mataji. It helps me more in remember the topics. Hare Krishna. Yeah, it is very important shloka also. One among the important shlokas of all the shlokas. So any other questions, girls? Any other questions and doubts? Or can we close the class today? Can we close? Okay. So you all enjoyed today's chapter? Understood so much, right, today?
Yes, Mataji.
So much about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and so much about the reflection that we are actually living in. We think mirror is a reflection, but we don't understand this material world where we are living itself is a very big reflection. So when we understand that, when we understand the philosophy of banyan tree, we will go back to the Lord. So let us all pray that together, let's all stay connected and go back to Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, guys. Good night. See you all tomorrow. Try joining early so that we all can chant together. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Mataji.
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Good night, girls.
God night, Mataji.